Yeah. So hopefully everybody is doing really nicely and enjoying your day. We are going live here. I don't even know what to say. I'm like, ask me questions and I'll tell you answers. Um, but yeah, we have all sorts of interesting stuff going on. If you guys are joining, and I don't know how many of you guys are in the Facebook group for the free money attraction, 10-day money attraction challenge. That is going incredible. We've already had people that have gotten job offers and money flowing, and it's just really exciting. So if you're not in the 10-day money attraction challenge, it's totally free. Um, and there's no excuses. So you can head over there on Facebook and join us. Your inner snarky teen and I say hi. I love it. That inner teen, oh my gosh, the inner teens are grouchy sometimes. I will tell you what, like, it's so funny. It's like they're just screaming to get out. And, the funny thing is about the inner teens is that it's all of these people who had to suppress who they were, who were like controlled, or maybe they were the child that had to behave because there was another child that didn't behave, and they just start getting all reactive and crazy, um, and just totally going bonkers. This is why we have people have midlife crises, because their inner teens never had an opportunity to discover and to learn and to grow. So then we become adults and we're like, okay, I need to go buy a sports car, and okay, I need to go, do crazy shit because my inner teen never got the opportunity to explore life and to understand life. Um, and so healing your inner teen looks like giving yourself those opportunities without going crazy on the other side of things, you know. And so I always tell people, I'm like, indulge your inner teen within boundaries without creating chaos and doing crazy stuff like buying $300,000 sports cars and doing wild and crazy stuff. But um yeah, I tell you, even my inner teen is like, give me attention. But you always know, here's some things to know. Like, if you need inner teen healing, which, by the way, there's a free class on my website, it's spiritfluent.com. So definitely head over there to the free classes. But how do you know if your inner teen's in charge? One, you have out of control food cravings, right? So you're like, I know I should eat better, but why am I eating this junk food? You know, or why can't I control whatever XYZ addictive behavior? That's an inner teen thing, right? So if you're like, I shouldn't eat sugar, and then you're like me and you go out and get a bear claw in the morning, yeah. And you're like, I know better. Why am I doing that? That's an inner teen thing, right? Um, Another inner teen thing is just feeling um, like you need massive, massive change. So, for instance, like I just moved from Arizona to Washington, and I was like, I need that, right? That's an inner teen screaming to get out, screaming to be like, okay, I need more attention. I need more help. Those inner teens are just ornery little creatures. I will tell you. And so healing the inner teen really, it looks like giving yourself the opportunity to understand who you are, to explore your world around you, to push boundaries in a healthy way. Like I always tell people, like, once I had a client and her inner teen came in, and her inner teen was like, I just want to party. And I was like, okay, like we can do part A. We just don't want to do it in the crazy way. I'm like, if you call me and you get in trouble, um, because you woke up drunk under somebody's car. I mean, I can't help you. But there's definitely things that you can do. I love that, giving yourself more autonomy to discover who you are. Exactly, because the inner teen is this moment where we do discover who we are, where we've had time to say, oh, who am I? What do I like? What do I dislike? Where are my boundaries? And how do I manage those things? Right. And oftentimes, I know when an inner teen is in control because someone comes to me and they're like, what's my purpose? I don't know what my purpose is. And then we're instantly like, oh, was your inner teen disrupted? Was your inner child disrupted? Right? Did you not have a chance to have that self discovery? Did you not have a chance to understand who you were? And so now you're like, you know, I don't know who I am. I don't know what I like. I remember, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago, I went to my husband and I was like, I don't know what my favorite color is. I don't know what my favorite flower is. Like, I don't know what to do, And he's like, oh, I know. And I was like, okay, well, tell me. And he was like, I think you need to discover that for yourself. And it is true. Like the process of discovery is part of the healing, right? And so, he could have come back and said, oh, yeah, your favorite color is turquoise and you love sunflowers. And I would have been like, oh, yeah, you're right. But for me to rediscover that I love those things was just so, so, so much more powerful, right? It just was just like so much better. And so that's why, sometimes we have to walk the path of rediscovery and understanding of ourselves to understand that stuff and to like really figure out who are we, where do we need to go, you know? We love him for that. My husband is just awesome. He's all sorts of awesome. He's always supporting my crazy ideas and my cockamamie schemes. And, he's like yesterday, I was like, I want to buy a car. And he's like, okay. Because, we don't have a car up here right now. Like we have our little old Toyota Camry that's in Arizona. And up here in Washington, I don't have a car, so I've been walking everywhere, which is probably good for me, anyways. But I was like, oh, I want to go buy a car, and I was like, I don't care what it is, And I was looking at this like 1997 4Runner, and the seats were like broken on it, and he was like, well, I mean, this is what you want, go for it. I was like, all I care is something to go A to B, I don't care, just let me get a car. And he's like, okay, that's what you want. And he knows now, like if he just gives me time to like sit process things, then I'm like, no, I don't think that's a great idea. And so like I messaged him today, I texted him and I was like, I hope you're not upset at me, but I really don't feel like I should buy that car. And he's like, no, I'm not upset, you don't need to, it's fine. He's gonna fly down and get our Camry and drive it back up, I think. But it's like, he's like, no, if that's what you feel like you need, that's what you need. So I'm really lucky to be super supported, you know. No, not always the case with everybody in my life, but luckily with him, he's usually just like, okay, whatever chaos you want to do, go for it. So, which is probably how we ended up here in Washington. But I'm telling you guys. So I am only probably going to stay on like another 10 minutes because speaking of husbands, I have to go pick him up. But I just don't go live often here on Instagram. And so I wanted to like drop in and say hi because like we're over 40,000 followers. And I was like, I had 4,000 followers here like a couple months ago. And I was like, what happened? Oh my God, we have like so many awesome people here. And I'm like, I need to spend some time over here and like saying hello to everybody and checking in and see how you guys are doing. Do you guys want me to come on like live here regularly and we could do readings? Thank you guys. We could talk about other subjects. Let me know what you guys are thinking because, I'm all ears. I am all ears, because it's just like TikTok is hard for you. Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to plan on going live over here more and we'll do some readings and little mini classes and all of that fun stuff because yeah, like I said, I was like, what happened here? Like my Instagram and my Facebook blew up too. And I was like, what the heck? And like, we're starting to grow over on YouTube and I'm like, okay, we're getting like, we're getting known. It kind of shocks me. I'm always like, I can't believe like y'all want to follow me. I'm a little weird, but cool. Let's talk. Cause it's just so much fun to talk about all this spiritual stuff, and things. So yeah, I'm going to plan on trying to go live over here more often and give you guys some more of my time versus only doing it over on TikTok. It takes a little bit more effort for me to kind of, go live in multiple places and things like that. But, I am all about, supporting y'all and helping y'all. And, going live is for you guys. It's like where you can answer questions and get your questions answered and, all of that really cool stuff. So, absolutely, we're gonna do that. We'll stop in and plan on some time. Maybe I'll go live a little bit later after I pick up my husband and cook dinner and all the wifey things. And oops, sorry, my phone's like, hey, you need to charge me. Welcome to the chaos. Hello, Sarah. Um, but yeah, we'll do some readings. Well, we have, I don't know, I have like 5 or 7 minutes until I have to run. If you guys want to ask questions, and check in with me and like ask some spiritual questions. Don't really have time to do maybe full readings. So we can ask, you guys can ask a few spiritual questions, tattoos, birthmarks, what your body means, whatever. So yeah, let me know. And I swear, I think I have some sort of weird filter because my skin is not as smooth. I'm like, is there like a filter? And like, what is going on here? But I have to figure out how to get that off. I swear. I'm getting old moldy. like, I'm like, I remember my grandparents when I was a kid, they're like, how do you work this VCR? And now I'm over here doing the same thing. I'm like, how do you work this? Why is there a filter on here? You keep having an argument in your dream of who you are mad at. That is really interesting. Our dreams are, to me, dreams are so many different things. They're reflections of what's going on in our subconscious, it's what's going on in our conscious world, it's what's going on in other dimensions, it's memories from past lives, ancestral memories. It's like there's so many things, our fears, there's so many things that pop up in dreams. I will tell you, a lot of my dreams are dreaming me as somebody else, which is like so odd. So it's like, I think the best thing I always tell people is to keep a journal by your bed. Or like if you're like me and you forget to do that, I just type my dreams into my phone. And then I go back later because I never remember them. So then I go back later and I kind of look at them and I ask, spirit intuitively, what does this dream mean? What are you trying to tell me? And I sit down and I like journal about it and I ask about it. And that is super, super useful. So yeah, you keep having it over and over again and you're really, really mad. Yeah. So, the question would be who, you know, um, you know, and how, I would need to know more about the dream. I've done dream interpretations a lot during readings for people. They'll come in and ask me, like, interpret my dream. What does it mean? Um, I think it's your mom. Moms have a habit of doing that. How do you find out what your purpose and your talent is? And, I'm meant to help others some way you don't know it as angel numbers daily. So, with angel numbers, I just Google. But here's the thing, like, you also just have to ask spirit, like, what does this mean for me? Like I was getting 555 all the time. And 555 was like, it meant something on one thing. And for me, it was just kind of like a reminder that things were going to work out. I do have, because I'm going to have to go in a minute, a free class. If you go to my website and it says like spiritual videos, hello, Alice. If so, you go to my website, Spirit Flute. Here, let me just show you guys. I will show you where to find the video. You guys going to look up my notes right now. Welcome. Okay. So, bada bing. There we go. All right. So here's my website. Pardon my mess over here. That's like a cute lip balm though. Okay. So we're going to click over here where it says spiritual videos. Bink. Clickety clickety. Okay. And this is just talking about all videos. And if you want to donate, like this is healing soul fractures, heart chakras. You're going to scroll down. There's money healing classes. This is where you're going to look right here. This intuition development, the second class here, knowing your soul purpose and spiritual gift. And then we have soul purpose and intuition. And developing intuition and then another video on a guest speaker. So this is where you're going to go. And you're going to take that little free class. And all you do is you click the little button, bonk, like that, clickety clack, and poof, it pops up and it's playing automatically. Okay. So that is that simple. You don't have to give me your email. You don't have to do any of that stuff. You just go there and watch. And of course, you can see this is hosted over on YouTube. So there is actually like 30 free classes on YouTube on various different healing topics and whatnot. And so, yeah, oops. Pause because I'm not using the app. I am using the app. My phone's just being dumb. So that's where you're going to go to answer the question, what is my soul purpose? Is over the website, spiritfluent.com. And you're going to click the thing that says spiritual videos. And so that's where you're going to watch that free class. I'm going to go run and pick up my husband from medical school because he needs a ride because it's up. There's my daughter too. You got on the YouTube one. You should come say hi to the Instagram people though, because we're doing YouTube and Instagram here. Nice. Yeah, this is my daughter Zen. Say hi. She's like, "You're famous." There's like a whole lot of people, a whole lot of like 10 people watching.
Oh wow, that's nice.
So yeah, normally I don't do a lot of videos with my kids. Like they have options if they want to be seen or not. So. What kind of tea is that? Oh, that's a herbal tea. My kids are all getting a little sniffly over here. So it's cold. But yeah. There you go. Yep. So that's the cool thing. Bye, Susie. On my website is like, if you're like, I'm just a beginner, I don't know where to start with the free videos. There's so many of them. I always tell people, like, if you don't know where to start healing, if you don't know where to start developing your intuition, start with that, because it's all free resources. It's easy to find, easy to use, and like literally you're welcome to donate like to me if you want, but other than that, they're free, they're easily accessible, and there's like 30 free classes. And we're having every month I'm adding more classes. So you can go to my website, and under events, there'll be a whole list of like free new classes that are coming up. So like free Friday healing calls, or when I do free readings and we talk about healing stuff and all of that stuff. We have, let's see what's coming up. We have generational trauma healing class. We have the 10-day money attraction challenge, which is running. Hi, Lindsay. I know. And the 10-day money attraction challenge is running on Facebook right now. If you're on the mailing list, you've had emails about that. We have spiritual healing for violation, which is a spiritual healing class for SA trauma. I don't know what I can say live, so I'm kind of trying to be a little cryptic here. I'm trying to think, what other classes do we have? Oh, my Lanta. There's a few more. There is an intuition development class as well. There's a paid one. It's like $50, but more in depth. Your content always listen. My vibes. I'm like, I love it. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. So yeah, go get over and watch the free classes. They're all over YouTube. They're all over my website. And there's lots of resources to start. I do have my podcast, the Spirit Fluent podcast. Haven't posted in a while, but we will be restarting that eventually here too as well. But there's a whole catalog of short little 20-minute podcasts you can listen to as well. So I'm going to head off, go pick up my husband. Just wanted to stop in and say hello, kind of test out the live features, see how that works. And I will be back again another time. But until then, thank you for your support. Thank you for following me. And just an FYI, if you are wanting to become a trained medical intuitive like me, those Intulight classes with level 1 and level 2 are starting October 4th, so in a week and a half. And I would love to have you guys there. Information's on my site. All right, everybody, have a beautiful day, and we will see you again soon. Bye.